Staying on the Israeli capital, joining us now is the deputy mayor of Jerusalem, Fleur HassanNahoum. And Fleur, unfortunately, Jerusalem having a dubious record now, the highest total number of cases, that's especially in ultra-Orthodox neighborhoods. What is the city, the municipality, doing to try to contain that spread there and to stop scenes like the ones we saw yesterday where residents are defying police?
Well, first of all, we have to understand that Jerusalem is the most challenging city in the country. It's the largest city in the country, but it's also the city that has the two most traditional communities in the country, which is the Arabs. 37% of the city are Arabs, and ultra-Orthodox. 25% of the city is ultra-Orthodox. So we are also the largest Arab city in the country, and we're also the largest ultra-Orthodox city in the country. That's Jerusalem. And so, of course, that we have in City Hall, almost 50% of the city council members are from the Haredi community, representing different types of Haredim. Of course, we're not talking about one block of people. When we look at them from our side, we talk about the Haredim, but you have to understand that within the Haredim, there's a lot of diversity. And there seems to be a couple of extremist groups, one called the Peleg Yerushalmim, who basically are causing a lot of problems. There's also a couple of other fringe groups. But for the most part, the city councillors and the other deputy mayors that I sit with tell me, Fleur, our people are actually listening to the directives of the health ministry. And so we have to understand that, first of all, it's a small group within a minority. And secondly, the living conditions in the Haredi community are very, very different. You have people there who live in 50, 60-meter apartments, tiny apartments, and they have 6, 7, 8, 9 kids. So as it is in their very nature, they live in such a crushed way in different neighborhoods. They live in a very, very crowded communities. Their whole DNA is about community. And so we're asking the Haredim, and many are heeding the call, that yes, they have to start separating, but within their own nuclear family, you're finding 10, 15 people. So it's a very, very difficult thing. Also, my Haredi colleagues remind me, I have 4 kids at home, and they're all on their phones and their internet and online learning, and with their friends on Zoom. There's none of this in the Haredi community. So imagine in a little tiny apartment with 5, 6, 7 kids with zero entertainment as we know it. It's a very difficult thing. Most of them, I think, are doing it. Today we have scenes where Haredim from their balcony are telling other Haredim on the street, what are you doing? You're going to cause the death of our own community. Go back home. And so you are finding that people are actually eating the call. Yeah, I just want to say I understand that. It's a shame some of these measures weren't taken sooner. Perhaps they should have been. But I do want to move on a bit, because you mentioned this other community there, the Arab, some would say Palestinian community in East Jerusalem, especially now in the area of testing there. What is the municipality and authorities doing to address this? Well, at the moment, we're talking today and tomorrow. We're going to be setting up a new drive-in clinic. Your reporter mentioned a walk-in clinic. We still believe that the drive-in clinic, for those who have a car, and most people in East Jerusalem, I would say, have a car, is much more efficient because people don't have to actually get out of their cars. It's safer. And so at the moment, the municipality, the mayor, is in discussion with the Ministry of Health of where that drive-in clinic will be. And so the idea is that we understand that there's not been enough testing with the Arab community of Jerusalem, so we have to increase the testing so that we can separate the healthy from the sick. Up until about a week and a half ago, I have to say, a lot of Arabs are coming to me and saying we're not getting enough information. So we've been making sure the mayor on his own page, the municipality with the health ministry, that they get everything, all the directives in Arabic. It hasn't been easy, but we've been trying very, very hard. I'm very concerned about the Arab community of Jerusalem. Again, they live in bigger units, but they live in big families.
Right.
And so again, the DNA of the community is communal.
I understand that. It's good these steps are being taken. Again, shame they were not taken earlier. But Deputy Mayor Fleur HassanNahoum, thank you for joining us on i24 News.